As you can probably guess from the B-roll, I'm going to be talking about my favorite book, Steal Like an Artist from Austin Kleon. And this book has been life-changing for me. And I'm going to get into 5 reasons why you should consider it if you're a creative person. And even if you don't consider yourself a creative person, there are a lot of gems in this book that will really help you just be fulfilled, whether you're an artist or not. So there's a passage on page 19 of the book that reads, "School yourself." And when I think of school yourself in relation to the book, I think of not just getting your education in a formal setting or even online. Online is great, but I think of things like books, meeting people, getting different experiences. That's a great way to school yourself and just find out more about the world. I think for me, I've learned the most from my mentors, my experiences, as well as a formal education. So taking all of those things and putting them together have made me a more well-rounded artist. And it's one of the reasons why I refer back to this book pretty often. This is actually the second time I bought the book. The first time was years ago, and I ended up giving it to a friend of mine, and I felt like she would get a lot of value out of it because she was in a position in school system, and she just didn't really enjoy it. She wasn't really getting fulfilled, so I gave her a copy of the book, and then I ended up buying it just recently so I could kind of refresh myself and, just again, take my career to the next level, take this YouTube channel to the next level, and hopefully help others along the way too. Next page I'm going to break down is page 39 in Steal Like an Artist, and it reads, "Good theft versus bad theft." And I'm going to relate that back to when I was a kid in middle school. I was drawing a lot of comic books, doing a lot of cartooning, and I felt like I shouldn't be inspired by like Spider-Man and Batman and all the superheroes that I was into, and just copying that and then kind of making it my own, but also realizing, hey, like, this is bad. We all copy from people we respect and admire, and bad theft is when you're just looking at, say, one source of inspiration and you're just copying that. Good stealing is you looking at multiple sources of inspiration and combining that into something that you can make your own, because that's actually something a lot of successful people do. It's myself included. I'm always looking for different sources of inspiration. How can I combine that into my own work and just remix it, so to speak? So page 40 has a great quote that pretty much sums up the heart of the book. And it's actually from Kobe Bryant. And the quote goes, "I've stolen all of these moves from all these great players. I just try to do them proud. The guys who came before, because I learned so much from them. It's all in the name of the game. It's a lot bigger than me." So Kobe realized that he was inspired by a lot of different players. He stole from them, stole their moves, and put it into his own style. And Kobe was one of the greatest basketball players ever, in my opinion. And relating that to the arts, I often look at artists like Picasso and my contemporaries as well, picking and choosing things that I'm interested in, learning from them, maybe leaving some things behind that don't serve me as an artist, but having that discernment to pick and choose from different artists and then put it into my own style. And that's what I get out of that quote. Page 53, aka getting outside and touching grass, is just that. Stepping away from your screen and then going outside to get new experiences. And for me, what that looks like is traveling. New York City is really close to Connecticut, so it's someplace I like to travel to a lot for inspiration, especially if I'm feeling like overwhelmed or depleted. and also hanging out with friends, fellow artists. A lot of my friends are fellow artists, which is great. So getting inspiration from them. So not just having experiences in my own studio where I'm creating in a vacuum, which is never any good anyway, but taking that time to get outside, get new experiences, hang out with friends, go to art galleries, concerts, showcases, all those things can be distilled into different art forms. You never know when you're going to get inspiration. So I always advocate for finding the time to just step out of the studio and go have fun. You never know what you're going to be able to create. So the last page I'll cover in this video is page 62, and that's the importance of having side projects and hobbies. So I'll start with side projects. I have gotten a lot of commissions, especially as of late. So making time for side projects and being able to juggle those different things is really important, because you don't want to get burnt out. You want to be respectful of any clients you may have or responsibilities. I also have a day job, so considering that too. But carving out time to have side projects that may not even be something you're getting monetized for, like having that space and that time to just create because creating is fun. And then that also goes in turn with having hobbies. I love reading books. Pinterest is definitely one of my favorite sites too on the web. Taking a lot of pictures, doing videos like what I'm doing for YouTube, Instagram, and just having different outlets that I can use to decompress. Video games are also a big one too. And that's definitely a part of the book that spoke to me a lot, because I think even as a kid, like I always loved having different irons in the fire, so to speak, different projects I was working on in between whatever else. It was comic books at the time, actually. But making time for side projects and hobbies is really important, and it actually helps maintain creativity, I think, and avoid burnout. Like sometimes I might not want to paint a portrait. I might want to take a picture or do a video or edit, and then making note of all those things too, to see where I'm at and when I'm at too. It goes a long way. So wrapping this video up, I highly recommend Steal Like an Artist from Austin Kleon. Just scratching the surface in this video on just how extensive this book is. And he's done more than this. This is just a book that I've gotten from him that resonates with me the most. So I definitely recommend that you pick up a copy. I hope it honestly changes your life like it's changed mine. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel. And I will see you on the next one.